I'm a big car guy. I'm a big racing fan. So, I mean, it's an exciting moment. Everyone loves saying those, those three words, drivers start your engines, four words, actually. But so I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm going to take it all in and enjoy the race.
You star in the new movie On a Wing and a Prayer, which starts streaming on Prime Video on April 7th. So, what can you tell us about your character, Corey?
I play a real man, and he's part of a harrowing event that really happened.
Yeah.
This is a true story, and this film is historically accurate. So my character's name is Carrie Sorensen, and he basically helps Dennis Quaid's character, Doug White, land a plane safely after the pilot of that plane tragically dies. And this is a very complicated aircraft that my character happens to be an expert in. And Doug had very minimal flight experience, and he had to land this complicated aircraft in bad weather. And he was able to do so thanks to Carrie talking him down over the phone.
As you mentioned, this film was about, a passenger who has minimal flying experience, trying to fly and land a plane safely and to save his family. But ultimately, what drew you to the role and the film?
It was the character in particular and how he was written in the script. I really felt like he had a very complete emotional arc. And that's something that as actors we look for, so that we feel as though we can give a good performance. Carrie Sorensen lost both of his fathers, his biological father and his stepfather, to plane crashes. He had a lot of unresolved trauma in his life, and that was depicted and I feel like a very subtle but a very real way in the script. And I felt like I could sink my teeth into that as an actor and give a strong performance.
With your role, when it comes to the research, how did you prepare? Did you talk to different pilots? What preparations did you take before filming the movie?
I would have liked to talk to Carrie, to talk to
Yeah.
the actual man, but I didn't get the opportunity to do so. So most of my research came from the internet. I looked up all of the interviews on camera and print interviews that he did after the incident. And I mean, I didn't really talk to any actual pilots per se, but I did
Yeah.
look up a lot of the things that I was saying in the film so that I would have a cursory understanding of what I was actually saying, because there's a lot of aviation jargon in this movie.
Right.
And if I didn't know what it meant, I wouldn't be able to remember it. So that's basically the scope of my research for this character.
And after filming this movie, do you have a newfound respect for pilots and the work they put in to fly every day and make sure everyone is safe?
Absolutely. I mean, I've always respected aviation and pilots, but yeah, I definitely have a newfound respect.
Of course. And as fans watch this movie on April 7th, what do you want them to take away from the film while watching it?
First and foremost, I want to entertain,
Yeah.
and having been part of a lot of independent features, I can tell you that it's difficult to make a good movie, a compelling movie that is very watchable. And On a Wing and a Prayer is that, and then some. I'm proud of this movie because it's very compelling. It's really you're kind of on the edge of your seat the entire movie. I think the performances are really strong. Dennis delivers as always. Heather is very good in this movie. And it's a movie. It's an inspirational movie on Easter weekend that the entire family can enjoy. That's about hope and faith and redemption.
You mentioned Dennis and Heather. Do you have any in-person interaction with them at all in the movie?
I never worked with them in person
Right.
filming of this movie. I have since met Heather. She's great. And I look forward to meeting Dennis. I grew up on his films and I'm a big fan.
Of course, absolutely. Everyone is. And along with your role on A Wing and a Prayer, you are also getting ready to prepare for NASCAR. You're going to be in Atlanta Motor Speedway on March 19th for the Am Better Health 400. You're going to be a co-grand marshal. So how excited are you to be part of the festivities?
Super excited. Super excited. I'm a big car guy. I'm a big racing fan. So, I mean, it's an exciting moment. Everyone loves saying those, those three words: drivers, start your engines. Four words, actually. But so I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm going to take it all in and enjoy the race.
And you were a grand marshal before, right?
I have been, yeah. So I know how fun it is.
Was there anything you learned about that experience that you're taking into this upcoming weekend?
I mean, I'm the hype man. It's my job
Yeah,
to go out there and just get people fired up. So I'm going to go even bigger than I did the first time I said, driver, start your engines.
absolutely love it. And as you mentioned, you're a big car guy, NASCAR fan. Do you have a favorite driver to watch, or you just enjoy the race?
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. Yeah, I got to talk to him a couple of times, so yeah, I can
We'll do.
understand
Yeah.
why you like him, and pretty much everyone likes him.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely, I know. And one last question for me before I let you go is: it seems like you're staying busy. So, what's next in your career? Do you have any other projects you're working on that you can talk about?
Yeah, I have two other movies coming out this year. One's called The Comic Shop, and the other's called The Latin from Manhattan. And I'm a producer on both of those movies, so I hope to do more producing in the future. That's kind of where I'm pushing my career. But everything's going great, and I'm looking forward to the next time I'm on set and promoting those two other films I have coming out later this year.
Absolutely, that's awesome. But I do have actually one more final question. You have worked with Bruce Willis in the past in a couple of movies, and everything that's going on with him. We just hope that he's okay. So, what was it like working with Bruce in those two movies?
It was great. It was actually three. I worked with Bruce in three movies.
Okay, okay,
It was great. He's an icon. So it was a thrill for me to share the screen with him. I wish him and his family all the very best. It's sad to see him go, but what a career he had.
absolutely great career. Well, Jesse, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations on A Wing and a Prayer, and continued success to you.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.